Yo, what's good, y'all? In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how I approach creating a collection using Procreate for iPad and my supply pack. It's getting a little chilly here in Georgia, so we're going to be creating a 3-piece fall-winter collection with structure, detail, and of course, style in mind. So get your iPads out, be sure to follow along, and let's jump right into it. So here we are on a 4000 by 4000 pixel canvas, and the first thing that we want to make sure we always do is set up some kind of drawing guide. So we're going to go to our actions up here and then drawing guide, and then we're going to edit it, and we just want to locate the symmetry here at the end, and that sets up this kind of like center line that we're going to use to align all of our designs, all of our mockups with. It'll make the process a lot simpler going forward. And now what we want to do is go ahead and create a new layer, and we're going to locate the mockup that we're going to be working with today. For today's project, I'm thinking of working on the vintage zip up front brush. So we're just going to locate that and tap down one time on our screen. And now I just want to align this to the center of that drawing guide that we had set up. So now we're going to be adding in some detail. So the first thing that I want to do is go to Quatro's brushes, and down here at the bottom, I have a couple pockets and zipper options, but I'm just going to go with the cargo pocket for this mockup. And making sure we're selected to drawing assist, I'm just going to go to the right side here and tap down one time. And obviously that's pretty small, so I'm gonna kind of up our size there to about 50, and I think that looks a little bit better. And now I'm just gonna pull these down some to right about there. What I want to do is go ahead and erase these buttons because we're going to be adding in some of our own details here in a second. So now we're on a new layer, also assisted, and we're going to locate the double plane stitch from Quatro's brushes. We're going to be in brushes a lot today, and then we're going to draw out kind of like an X shape here right over our pockets. And I'm going to just go through and erase any excess, so I don't want it over this actual flap. We just want to kind of like the base of our pocket. So now we have a nice little stitching detail on our pockets there, and we also want to make sure we do the same thing on these kangaroo pockets down here. So just kind of drawing out that same X shape, and I think that looks pretty nice. So go through and erase any excess as well. So now what we want to do is just go ahead and merge all these layers that we have here, and this is going to be the base kind of outline that we're going to be working with today. And now what we want to do is just duplicate this, and we can rename this top layer our outline layer, and we can just leave this bottom one with no name for now, because what we want to do is go ahead and create a new layer. And now we're just going to locate a nice grayish brown color and then drop that straight onto our canvas. So now our top outline layer is locked. We have this second mockup here, and we want to create another layer. And on this layer, we're just going to find a nice brownish gray color, and this is going to be kind of our base color. And we're going to put this underneath our mockup, and we just want to pinch and merge those two together. So once those two are merged, we can rename this our base layer. So now we have our base layer. The mockup is colored in, but also our entire canvases, and that's not what we want. We just want to make sure the color is selected to our mockup. So we're going to go to our selection tool up here, and if we tap down one time on our screen, we'll see up here a little setting called selection threshold pops up with a percentage on it. So this is pretty much how you'd adjust how much gets selected from your mockup. So usually I just leave mine pretty low, and we're going to just repeat this step. So now back to our selection, tap down one time, and it just selects our mockup. And now we're just going to pull everything right off of our screen, and that leaves us here with just our base mockup. And now that leaves us just with our base kind of mockup here. Now what I want to do is go ahead and add in another layer, and I'm going to set this one to white. I'm going to go back to Quatro's brushes, and I'm going to find the gemstone brush, and I'm going to put this above our outline layer, and we can rename this layer our hardware. And we want to make sure that this is also set to drawing assist. Anytime we're doing something on both sides of our mockup, we just want to make sure it's set to drawing assist. So now here we are on a hardware layer with gemstone selected to a decent size. First thing that I want to do is place a gemstone kind of large here in the center. Tap that down one time. So now I'm just going to go around and add in some more gemstones here and do the same thing on the kangaroo pocket down here as well. And I think that's looking pretty nice. So now we have some hardware, our outline, and our base. And now what I want to do is pull in a pattern. This is actually a pattern that we made in a previous video. I'll be sure to link that in the description below. We're going to rename this Camo, and we're going to set this to clipping mask to our base. So as we see here, it clips to our design, and that's exactly how we want it. So we can kind of adjust it to size however we'd want it to be, but I think somewhere there looks nice. And now I'm just going to drop this opacity a lot. So we're going to drop this opacity to about 35. So just so it's a little bit more muted and subdued for our fall winter collection that we're creating here. And now what I want to do is add in another layer and set this one to clipping mask as well. And we're going to rename this our shadows. So now we're going to start adding in some of those shadow details, just kind of really building this piece out. And I'm going to go to the acid wash 1 brush, or just any large soft brush will do as well. Always on drawing assist. So now I'm just gonna go around on the edges here and just kind of start forming out the shape of this heavyweight kind of jacket that we're creating here. Also make sure we get some details on the hood as well. And as always, it's okay if we lay it on kind of heavy because we can always go back and erase. And I'm gonna drop this opacity to about 50. And now I'm just gonna go through with an eraser and just kind of erase in some of these areas as well. And for the hood, I think I'm just gonna cover in the entire hood area, this under hood, and I think this is looking really nice. Now we wanna create another layer, and we're gonna rename this our texture. On our texture, we just wanna set it to drawing assist and clipping mask. And as we see here, that's kind of the theme, is that drawing assist and clipping mask kind of building up textures and details onto our base mockup. And now I want to just select a lighter kind of brown color. And then I want to go back to Quatro's brushes, and we're going to find the rough wash brush. And now we're just going to kind of lightly color over some of this mockup. I'm going to pick a lighter color as well. We're just going to start coloring over this mockup here, just very lightly. And we can see that kind of buildup of texture, kind of giving it a nice little stone washed or maybe even an acid wash finish. And let's put this texture below our shadows as well, so we can still get that punch of the shadows. And as we see here, just adding in that texture creates a lot of detail in certain places. I'm gonna add in some more texture so we can erase as well, and then just kind of work backwards from here. And yeah, I think this is looking really nice. I'm gonna go back to these shadows, punch these up a little bit more, and then just going back and adding in a couple extra details, some more shadows around these pocket area here. And I think this is looking really nice. So going through our layers again really quick, we have our hardware, we have our outline, we have our shadows, some texture, we have that camo pattern, and we also have that base layer that we created. And I think that about wraps up this heavyweight camo hoodie. And we're just gonna package this all up. So we're gonna group it together by just swiping right and group it. And now we can rename this our camo hoodie. So now that we have all of that and that looks really nice, we could just hide this layer. And now we're gonna get started on our bottoms. So we're gonna create another new layer, and then we're gonna go to Quatro's bottoms. And I'm just gonna locate the baggy cargo front brush, also still on our symmetry guide. So we're just gonna tap down one time, align this to the center of our screen again. So we're just going to duplicate and then just lock down our outline layer. And now we wanna start adding in some color to these pants. So we're just gonna select a nice dark brown color and then go ahead and drop that down, almost similar to our base, but we're gonna take this in a little bit of a different direction. So now we're just gonna merge these two, and this is gonna be our pants base. So we're gonna call this our base again, then selection, get that outline, get the background out of here. Now here, we're gonna create another new layer and then just revisit that gemstone brush. So I'm gonna make sure we're on drawing assist, and I'm just gonna go through and add in some of that same detailing all around here. I'm also gonna do some here as well. And that's looking pretty nice so far. And then also while I'm here, I'm gonna go back to our double stitch brush and just add in that X detail on this kind of compartment here, just so we can keep that same consistency from our top and our bottom as well. So now I'm just gonna go ahead and repeat those same steps and just add in some texture, some shadows to finish out this design as well. So just going back to that rough brush, making sure we're assisted and set to clipping mask, and just go through and start adding in some texture on these pants here. And these pants, I really wanna make sure that they're here also on our texture layer. I'm just gonna add in some black down here at the bottom, just so everything kind of fades into this kind of black area. So it's a nice little like transition, almost like a gradient. And I can go in. And then still on this texture layer, back on another lighter color, I'm just gonna add some to the knee area so it's a little bit lighter, and just building up the texture there. And now we're going to just do our shadows layer. So this is just rinse and repeat from last time. Just kind of going in and creating this big block of shadow area, going along the legs here, and then just go through and erase some as well. And these cargo pants with our hardware and our texture are looking really nice. So we're just gonna package this all up and go ahead and group this together. And we're gonna rename this our cargo pants. So now here we have our cargo pants that we just created, and we also have that camo hoodie that we started with. And I think our collection is kind of piecing together pretty nice so far. So let's go ahead and create the final piece to kind of wrap everything up. And we're just gonna add in one more layer. And this is just gonna be a pretty basic, pretty simple hat, just a nice little accessory to complement our collection that we're creating here. So we're gonna go to Quatro's accessories and just locate the Cap 1 front brush. And we're gonna tap down one time. Of course, get that centered and make sure we're set to drawing assist. And then I'm gonna go to Quatro's brushes and go to the dry ink brush. And we're just gonna add in some kind of fraying and rips here. So down here at the bottom, I'm just gonna kind of draw in some like sound wave kind of shapes, just to kind of create that frayed effect like our hat is ripped. And then also kind of going up on the brim some as well, and just kind of building that texture up there. And I think that looks pretty nice. So now that's set. And we're gonna duplicate this again, lock down our top outline, add in that brown base color. And that's kind of the theme for our collection, is that brown kind of base. And now we want to select the background and just pull that off our screen again. And now I'm just going to add in some texture. And by this time, we pretty much know how to do that. So I'm just going to run through this hat really quick. And now to add in some shadows as well, just on a new layer. And also from that camo tutorial I mentioned earlier, we also created this supply graphic. So I'm just going to pull that in and drop that down here. And what I want to do is set this to alpha lock. And then I'm going to select a dark brown color, and then I'm just going to color over this. And then we also want to make sure that this is set to clipping mask, and we want to make sure this is above our shadow and our texture layer. And I'm just going to make sure this is centered. So now we have our design here, and I'm just going to add another layer, and then going back to the plain stitch brush. So now what I want to do is go through and add in some stitching detail, just to act as if this supply here is a patch for our hat. So just going to carefully go through and kind of trace around these words. And after we have that, so now I just want to decrease the opacity on this to about 75. And I think our hat looks pretty nice. So I just want to package this hat up now into our groups. And we're going to rename this our hat layer. Here are our final pieces. So we have our camo hoodie, our cargo pants, and our hat we just created. And now what I want to do is go back to our gallery. And we're just going to duplicate this entire canvas that we've been working on. And now what we want to do is go to our camo hoodie here, and we're just going to flatten this layer, go to our cargo pants and flatten this layer, and also go to our hat, and then we're going to flatten this layer. And what this allows us to do is kind of lay out our collection, you know, to see how everything looks pieced together. So we're going to hide these two, and we're just going to put our hoodie over here, and then we're going to place our pants over on our right side here, just kind of seeing how everything looks put together, and just place our hat down here at the bottom. And yeah, just kind of looking at everything, I think everything fits pretty cohesively together. We have our faded cargo pants with the studs on them. We have our camo faded heavyweight hoodie that we're working on with these studs on it and some detailing, these X detailing. Also to carry that same detailing over to our pants as well. It's a little hard to see here with the fading, but carry that same detailing over to our pants here. And we also have this faded hat. And yeah, that about wraps up our fall and winter collection. Everything kind of fits within the same theme. They all started from that kind of base brown color, which really helps build out that cohesiveness. They also have the same kind of motifs, being that stud design and a lot of fading, acid washing, which also helps tie everything together and give some cohesiveness to it. I think the colors work very well together, and I could definitely see this kind of piece together in a fit. I can see the styled, and that's kind of what we're going for when creating any kind of collection, especially something for fall and winter when there's a lot more layers involved. And yeah, if you liked the video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. The supply pack and other products of mine are available now on my website at quatrosupply.com. So if you're interested, definitely be sure to check those out. There's also a lot we didn't get to go over today, which is fine. Just be sure to leave a comment below of what you want to see more of, and I got y'all with that. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.